All right, Aries baby, how y'all doing out there? Now, we got some rooms. Now, Jamie gave us some rooms. Now, I don't know why I thought these was alphabets. Actually, I mean they are alphabets, but I thought they were like ABC. I don't know why I thought that. I was looking at the book, but anyway, only way for them to get used to me is for me to use them both. Now we're going to pick 3 from out there. Now I do hope everything is going well in La La Land. Now I actually did a reading with these on my other channel, The Mermaid Orby. If you want to go over there and check that out. Now everybody can thank Jamie in the comments section. She always looking us out, giving us cards and stuff like that right there. Now anyway, thank you again, Jamie. But let's pull from the tarot to see what's coming out first. Put this one to the side. We're going to use that one next. Now, I think I'm going to use the same cards that I used on the other channel, just to make it fair. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. All right, Spirit. Let me rub my little crystal on it. All right, what you got for us, Mama? I'm glad I looked at that because the cards is upside down. Let me light a candle. Now, you know what I do? I noticed that I ain't got too much room left. When I get down to so far, it becomes a place where I hold my incense. I stick it right there in the middle so it can have some ash to fall into. It'd be like a little potpourri. You can still smell it. But anyway, let's see what's coming out. Now, I do hope everything is going well out there in La La Land. Now, that was the Wheel of Fortune that wanted to make an entrance. Now, we got the Ace of Wands. And we also got the 10 of Swords at the bottom. Now, this could be in regards to mental, contemplation in regards to this new thing. Now, the wands are usually something that you can touch. Person, place, or thing. Now, this over here in the past position. Now, I want to say that the past, now this is too many cards, but I like it all. Because it do look like some restrictions, something that you're curious about is going to become clear. Because we got a victory, a rebirth. Now, let me see. That rebirth want to keep showing up, but this is our card. And it's the curious card. Now, he was in the pile. Now, you're curious about this thing. Maybe you're doing some investigation. Sometimes it's delayed news. Now, it could be an ideal. I don't know. But this is my Curious George card. And maybe you checking out this new thing. Now, it could be a new creative idea, because, the wands usually represent passion, worldly, the physical. Let's see. Now, that was wish fulfillment. But let me see, it ain't coming out. Bring it out, bring it out. That rebirth want to keep showing up. Alright, there you go, there you go, there you go. And it's wish fulfillment. And at the bottom of the deck is the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Now that's your messages all in one. Now this is you in the middle, of course. You heard it through the grapevine. You hearing it through the grapevine. Now listen, let's do a let's first pull these cards. Rebirth. Now, how many times that's going to show up? And you got Pisces. 12. Introspection. And you got partnerships showing up at the bottom of the deck. Now, of course, that partnership could be with the universe. And you got some type of invitation in regards to this wish fulfillment. And we got 27, 37, and 12. And I like this. Look at that right there. Look at that. The ascendant to the descendant. I like that when they show up like that right there. I like that. I like that. It's like it's giving me something that's really becoming whole. You know? Ancestors to you. As above, so below. Now, Pisces usually do represent, you know, somebody that's really spiritually inclined, empaths, you know, really focused, especially with the Gemini mind. It gives me a very versatile connection. Very ingenious, smart, learning a lot. Now you can have Pisces moon. Doesn't necessarily have to be in a particular house. It could even be in your 12th house. But not necessarily. Of course, we got all the signs in our chart somewhere, so I don't even know why I said that. But sometimes I like to entertain y'all. Now let's see. Let's pull the room first. Let's see what's going on here. Now I'm going to do it the same way I do the other one. I let it fall out. How many we got? 2. We need one more. So I think this one came first. Now these cards do... Ooh. We got one that has nothing on it. And I actually just read that out. When it has nothing on it. Oh God. Nothing on it, nothing on it, nothing on it. Alright. Spirit is very secretive. The not knowing. You see? It doesn't even clarify that because it's curious in regards to any delayed news, ideals, inspirations, and introspection with the 12th house. Yeah. Let me see, Spirit. Let me see. This looks like an R. And that looked like a Y. But it's really giving me like You see the 3? It's giving me trine, mother, maiden, and crone. The 3s. Let me see. What is it again? The R? I know it's not an R, but that's what it looks like. And once I learn these, you know, it'll become a little easier. I won't have to go to the book. But because I don't know what they are, we got to learn together. We got to read together. Now, this card is travel, both in the physical terms and those of lifestyle directions. A journey, vacation, relocation, evolution, change of place or setting, seeing a large perspective, seeing the right move. Yeah, this person, you gotta forgive it sometimes, because sometimes the typos in here, because they got these move and or together. Seeing the right move to make, you know, making a decision, personal rhythm, world rhythm, dance of life. That's what's going on there, boo. Right down the Ace of Wands with the rebirth. You can't make it up. You know, it's just a higher perspective. You got new beginnings, new things coming in. Now, it look like, you know, and again, I said it could be something tangible. Person, place, or thing. It says travel, both physical terms to those of lifestyles directions. Now, this could even be spiritual. It says vacation, relocation, evolution. You know? This is huge. Evolution is big, you know? Now this one is blank. So when it's blank, let me see what it say. A blank room, there is no historical support for a blank ruin. In runic divination, oh, they say save it and use another. If you brought a room set with a blank piece, save it in case you lose another room. Oh, okay, so that's just another one. However, I still find it to be symbolic that it was nothing there. And he's trying to figure out something. Right, let's get another one. Now, it look like a little piece of lightning. Wow. Or an S. Now it says success, goals achieved, honor, life force, health. A time where power will be available to you for positive changes in your life, victory, health, and success. Contact between the higher self and the unconscious, wholeness, power, elemental forces, sword of flame, cleansing fire. That's all you, boo. Now, on the other hand, it does represent false goals, bad counseling, false success, gullibility, loss of goals. And I don't think that's got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, they do have a reverse. I put it in the upright. Now, let me see what this one is talking about. a little something extra. It's really just clarifying what's down here. Stop worrying if you're worrying. Now this card says protection. Now this it also says protective urge to shelter oneself or another, defense, warding off of evil, shields, guardians, connection with the gods, awakening higher life. It can be used to channel energies appropriately. Right here with the invitation. From the descendant to the ascendant. Right here with wish fulfillment and all these cups. That's all your ancestors behind you, boo. Just like I was talking about this card with the Pisces energy and the rebirth. There's a new you. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. They make it so bad the deck is closed. Nothing else to see there. I think the invitation was over here, but I guess it don't really matter. But let me see. I'm liking this. I like it. Clarify everything I said before I even read the cards out. I mean, these out. They just clarified it. Now let me see. Now, alright. I said I was going to use them. So, you know, we got to shake things up. Alright. And evidence. You know, right here on that rebirth. You know that's learning something. And I told you, this is Curious George. He's the little spy. Yeah, you got triumph here. And we got, listen. What's going on here? Now, hesitation. Again, it's going back to this Curious George. Could be in regards to any delay. And look at that. An imagination. Now, this is actually associated with the number 15, which is devil. Like you're going to find out who pulling strings and stuff like this right here. With the imagination. Now, of course, it could mean so many things, but let's see what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And no more other pulling of the strings. The puppet master. Dictatorship, domination, and reluctance. Let me see. I really feel like somebody going about. Now, I did get a reading in regards to somebody really tapping into their love energy. That was crazy. Yeah, you might be even getting a lot of downloads in regards to upcoming events, in regards to a lot of these people that's about to fall from grace. Because that was coming out strong in that reading. Cult leaders and stuff like that right there. People that's out here putting on the hits. The fashion witch. Matter of fact, let me pull from them cards. Let me see. Maybe that's why Spirit is bringing me back to it. Let me see, where they at? You know, you have a lot of people out here that really attuned to those particular types of messages, and maybe that's you. Some of y'all. I'll be running. Where the deck at? I don't even know where I put it at. Where I put it at? Let me see. If it come out. Let me see. Yeah, this was at the bottom of the deck, the Oracle. Yeah. Evidence of jealousy? Evil eye? Yeah, look at that. It's so crazy. With self-care. And it's just making me look at the green in the eye, your third eye. It's almost like giving me this keen awareness of people that might come your way. Because this could be somebody over here, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you checking it out. Look. And that could be somebody out there jealous, boo. Triggered by you? Because you spilling all the tea on them? Maybe they wonder if you know something. Yeah, look, podcast. And I swear, I feel it, and it was the person that, you know, that's in the spotlight. However, you could be in the spotlight using a podcast, have some type of voice. You spilling all the tea. Definitely could be the black square. Now, it's so fitting for this right here. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, the unicorn. You can't make it up. Let me just see the black square is about, you know, not falling for anything. I'm telling you, your senses is about to be lit. And I want you to pay attention to your intuition as well. And you know there's evil eye protection. And that is straight trigger. What is it? The unicorn. You are a rare and unique creature. Be wary of vampire energy, who will try to capture you and drain you of your magic and mystery. Or even worse, watch out for those who will try to make you forget who you are. Stop being so nice to creeps. If you have been feeling lonely in this life, take heart and stay strong. It will be worth it. Right here with this imagination. We're seeing the triumph card. Now let me read the black square for you, because this is telling you, you know, stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Right here with the puppet master. That's what I tell you. The step back. This card even came out with the little middle finger. And it was under the little trap card. And I said, that's them in jail, spirit? Because the prison card was over them. I was like, oh my God. I ain't put it up there because I was like, oh my God. I was going wrong. Now it says, apparently you are only down for doing the bare minimum during an incredible significant time to stand up and advocate for human rights. Now it says, drawing these cards remind you that your actions need not to be just performative. They must be based in real knowledge and include follow through both online and IRL in real life. And it says you don't have to be on the front lines, but at this point in history, you can't be silent either. Yeah, I mean, it's like the protests, we ain't doing that no more. We fighting smarter, and that's with our energy. You know, the dollar bill. The dollar bill. And we also have to keep in mind the mindset behind these people. They might like to get out there and protest. They might like to do that. But we ain't doing that today. Actions speak louder than words. But then again, he did say you don't have to be on the front line. But you know, just stand up for yourself against the puppet master. You gotta beat them at their own game. Know the play. Right here. With blah, blah, blah. Letting them know. Out on them. We see you. You know what I'm saying? Your imagination is powerful. When you don't live in fear. When you know that you're going to win. That's what Spirit says. Just chillax. Tap into your own self, because that's where they going. See them locked up. That's how you see them, boo. This transformation time. I think it have two sides to it. Let me keep it this way. It's see, this is your beliefs. And it's telling you use the most direct way. Now, of course, these have a little sentence that's go with it. But, you know, this rebirth, I meant to say, is in Taurus energy, Venus energy, loving energy, Mother Universe energy. And remember, it all goes back to the program, the mind. You got to know it. There's no hesitation, no demonstration. Starting out with, and we got the moon right here. Look at this right here on Pisces. Let your feelings tell you how to. You know? Accept and defend. Pay attention to what the red flags is telling you in regards to any, you know, downloads you may be getting, people that you may be interacting with. If they trying to pull your strings, you know, it's so much AI out here. All this stuff that they talking about, they finding under pyramids and stuff like that. Child, please. All of a sudden, you got all this new evidence. Get out of here. Nobody believing all that mess. And we also have Aquarius. And it's your vision. Now, it's telling you to use unconventional ways in regards to the past ways we've been trying to get, you know, fairness. I'm telling you. Now this one is in the third house, and that came up in the last reading, the third house, you know? And this is all about, you know, communication, how you make your money. And now it looks like you're going to be making good connections, but pay attention. Pay attention. And I always say, anybody trying to get you to align with groups and stuff like that right there, maintain your individuality. Because people always want to be a leader over the group. Now, I don't know, but I just got to say it. Now, a lot of times out here in spirituality, they have initiations and things of that nature where you got all these high priestesses and such and such that's going to, grant you some type of supreme hood. Like, who gave them the authority? And do you know what these people is really doing? Who is they? Now, of course, you got people out here that has more wisdom, but that ain't no different than some church BS that they be out here doing with these pastors laying hands on you and stuff like this right here. And look at them. I don't play that kind of stuff. And I ain't knocking nobody, that has been through that and all that kind of stuff like that. But I think it's a whole bunch of BS. And then they want you to pay for some type of initiation. Yeah, don't get out of here. That's the magician. Well, I gotta pay you to be initiated. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not paying you nothing. And then they sit up there and say that you're not equipped to tap into spirits and stuff like that. Yes, you can. That's all you got to do. Is begin to tap into your higher self, the Most High. Yes, you can. Why you can't? Like somebody gonna stop you from connecting to somebody? What? Now we got the ego over here with the rebirth. A new beginning in perspective, taking off the mask. I'm telling you, you're going to see people so clearly out here with this BS, talking in tongues and all that crap. What you saying? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. That's the crossroads between light and dark. Tapping into your senses. Evidence. Now this is in regards to your own behaviors and your latent abilities as well. Yeah. And look at the Hierophant. In the reverse. In regards to those beliefs, systems, institutions, right there with blah, 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 curious, paying attention to what these people out here saying. Yeah, you looking at them crazy. Done been there and done that. I told you they the magician. They about to fall. Mother Nature is not playing. About to send them packing. You see how they acting? But this is you. That's the Ace of Wands. Got to send them sure enough packing. I told you sometimes when I don't put the reading up, it'll come right back out until I put it up there. But yeah, it's a Hierophant. Right there with introspection, the 12th house. Yeah. There you go. Judgment. Redemption. Retribution. Reparations. Right there with Foresight and the Lion. Now is that, dang, how, these cards, they don't even supposed to be in here, but I guess they're supposed to be in here now. I about to say, Dad, you got the line down here twice. And it's foresight. It don't even go in this deck. But I guess Spirit wanted you to see that. Let me see. And the moon is in here. That was in my last reading. Wow. Right there on the Puppet Master. Travel, moving forward. Your vision. Inspiration, what you want. Travel. Victory, right there on the Lion. And there go Curious George, right here, back on evidence. This your Akashic records, your remembrance, your feelings, those light bulb moments, right there. So you can be active. You see she looking in the candle? Now, a lot of y'all already got these gifts. Your intuition is on point. There go the devil, right there on the Hierophant. Look at that, with the moon and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. That's all those beliefs, the subconscious. You getting your mind right. And look at all those downloads coming in. You see the light? Yeah. I see you. They going down. Do you know how much money they've been out here funneling? It just don't make no sense. Queen of Wands, which is the mother of Leo. That's his mother. That's his mother. There you go, the King of Swords, right there on foresight. And look at that. Now how many is that? 15 swords. We know that 15 swords, it represents that devil energy. 15, the number 15. But together they make 6 all over again. Moving. Transitioning. Now, I like to look at this as download. It's because she's on that bending knee. And you know, on the other one, she in that bed. But dreams, vision, they call it psychosis. There's a transition going on here. Until your mind, that black square, you know, zoning out. Right here on that invitation. So you can find out what's pulling your strings. And there you go. That's your last card. And that's at the bottom. Domestic harmony. Listen, you can't make it up. Now let me see. I don't know where the other little deck at. Let's see what's this. That's why I had to pull these cards. Look at this. Now my other deck is over there. But look at that. It was all over here. And the deck is over there. And look, you got Ace, Ace, the World card, and a Chariot. Spirit is cutting. I wouldn't even know those cards was over there. How they got over there, I don't know, y'all. Because I was just about to pull from these, the little magic deck. Where the deck at? Where the heck is that? Where is that? I don't even know. Oh, there you go. On the other side. It's all right down here. The deck is on the other side, and these over here in this deck. How they got there, I don't know. But anyway, I guess you was meant to see that too. Now let me see. Now you got the Happy Magic Puppet. I don't know why I said puppet. Maybe because I'm thinking about that. Happy Magic for pets. And it says, animals are my friends. I am kind and loving to them. Now, oh, y'all, I don't even know why this came across my page. Because I don't even, I look at DIYs, but this was in regards to this guy making this, what do you want to call it? Outside aquarium. It was like a waterfall, a spring where he kept fish and all this stuff right here. But it was, I'm talking about by the time he got finished. Now, I think he had maybe about 5 or 10 fish. I think he was posting, he posted this little, small little one that he created. And he outframed it with some wood. And I don't know, it's like so many people got involved in it. I think before it ended, it probably was more than 100 people involved in creating this spring or this waterfall in his backyard. I'm talking about, y'all. He has so many nature's insects, frogs, butterflies, and I'm talking about, I was so intrigued just by the interaction between, those different, species. And the frogs was humping all the time. I didn't even know that birds ate butterflies. But it was just something to see because, he was so detailed in regard. You can tell that he really loved nature. And frogs more than any of them. But the tadpole, the rebirth, it was just so consistent in regards to that transformation. How the frogs, the tadpoles turned into frogs, the birds hatched, and how some of them took flight, some of them didn't make it. It was just, I was just like, I'm talking about, I think it was like an hour long. Let me see if I can see it. And what was the name of the video? In case you want to go over there and watch it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring it up. Let me see. It was so good, y'all. I was just like, I couldn't turn it off. Bumblebees and, just the process of that. It was everything. It was awesome. It was awesome. I think I was more intrigued with the insects themselves versus, what was going on in the build. Let me see. What was the name of it? I think I'm going to have to come back because I ain't going to be able to find it on here. I doubt it. I don't know how I can. Let me see. Spring fish. I don't even know what the name was. Let me see. Alright, hold on. I know what to do. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, it ain't gonna let me find it. I can't find it because I had did too many subscriptions after that. When I find a good DIY channel, I hurry up and subscribe, and then I lose that one. I got too many subscriptions. I got too many, y'all, to go through that. But anyway, on that little tablet, it won't let me go back to the history because it's so old and outdated. But anyway. see. Now, the only thing I'm really getting from this happy magic for puppies is, you know, if you have animals, pay attention to them. Now we got the number 18, which represents the moon, and this is on the front page of the book. Grateful and blessed. Now in the book, it does tell you how to actually write spells. Of course, I don't use them, but I like this. The crown is at the bottom of the deck, right there in the 3rd house. And I'm a good leader. And right here is the paper, you know, envelope, airplane. And I am free to make my wishes come true. Right there with that invitation and Aquarius energy in regards to your vision. Alright? I like it. Because the moon is right up under this introspection. And this rebirth. Now, it just gives me a sense of kindness when it comes to the dog. And look at him. Loyalty. With Rudolph. His light. Alright, but that's your message. That is your message. Good luck. Hit the like button for you, girl.